YouTube, how is it going? Welcome back to the Type QQ channel, and welcome back to Bullet Soul yet again. It's been a while. We last left off this game with our sober 1cc of Yoon on normal difficulty, I believe. However, it being, apparently the summer of tournaments, high score challenges, and Caravan stuff, Bullet Soul has also kind of, kind of came into this sort of challenging circle, as it were, as well. They announced that until early July, until the summer sale for Steam ends, that they have a Caravan high score challenge going on. So the winners of the top scores of those 3 starting characters will get some free stuff. I don't think by any stretch of the imagination we'll get there, but I still want to. I still like to be a part of it. I still like to, participate and kind of bask in the awesomeness of competition and just sharing the love of shmups and bullet hells. So here we are. We have Yoon. I would guess, like I said in some previous videos, a highly contested character. I would have to imagine that this is going to be very much a lot of mains for people out there. So it's not necessarily I picked the easiest character to try to beat the world at. I probably picked the hardest one to do so, just because she is one of the better characters when it comes to her lock-on lasers or a widespread shot to cut out to knock down the smaller mobs. But we're going to go with Yoon, at least for the time being, and see if we can at least better our score, or if not a couple times. That seems to be it. So, for those who don't know, Caravan modes are sort of score attack modes, sometimes between 2 to 5 minutes, sometimes more often than not just a single stage that's been reworked and sort of remixed and rebalanced to be a bit more frantic and score heavy. As you can see, there's a timer. So there it is. That's our score. That's the first score attack that we've done in quite some time for this game, and it's going to kind of tally up all the sort of bonus points we had for knocking out like hidden blocks in the background and other sort of bonuses. And how do we face? That's going to be our fifth place personal best. So that's not necessarily going to be all that great. We're looking at 108 million being our top score and trying to better that. And that's even just to beat our current high score. That's not even to touch the online leaderboards. However, I think we're somewhere in the 30s even still, so not terribly bad when it comes to placing our scores, but certainly really could be better. When you're talking about like every gamer in the world that has this game, placed in the 30s somewhere isn't a bad number. But there's a lot of strategic elements in these type of games. Looks like we have a lot of things to shoot down, some destructible elements, some things to find that are maybe off on the side. This mini boss here is going to be that guy is somewhat of a puzzle. I've seen in the achievement page that you get an achievement for killing him before he actually combines and attacks you. So that, I'm sure, also includes a ton of bonus points. And that's going to be a focus for us to try to take him down before it happens. But we don't really get a chance to do so. I'm going to have to do some research and some homework to figure out what people are doing. Because as we're watching this video, is that we spend some time like really pounding it to him, really chunking him down, but it just doesn't happen for one reason or another. So, among other bonus points in these runs are also your sort of no death bonus points. We've already been killed twice, so we can just consider this a run fit for the toilet already. I'm actually kind of surprised we're actually playing through, maybe just for funny sake. Yeah. Not so hot, but what can you do? Our 8th best. Yes, 2 minutes on the clock. Physical challenge, right? Something like that. I don't know. But yes, there's a few ways to score well. Is that in essence you want to be close to the enemies that you kill. The closer you are, the higher they're going to score. The more enemies you kill, the more you're going to score. As well as that was not good. We probably should just there we go. Just restart it. And all those like little cubes on the base star base below us. We want to kill as many as those. They're also going to be kind of hidden, and also those green blocks that you see on the left there that just exploded. We want to find those as well. Those are wow. Okay. I don't remember being that terrible, but yes, it's not only about surviving and killing a bunch of guys. It's also playing aggressive and finding all the secrets. Yeah, and I guess that in essence is not just Bullet Souls, but maybe a lot of Caravan games in general. I feel, when you're playing like a shoot 'em up game, there are milestones that you can certainly go after. First is just a sort of credit feeding clear, just to get through the game and find the credits and beat the game and say you beat the game even though you got murdered 12 times. There's the first step. Then there's, beating it without using a continue. And then there's beating it without being hit. And then, beating it on the hardest difficulty. There's milestones you can go along. Eventually I feel the highest one is to get the highest score in the universe. And that's kind of where score attack is kind of, boiled out of. Wow, okay. We're gonna do this a lot, where if we get hit, we're just gonna junk the run and go for it again. I'd like to stay up close on the top screen as much as I can, but we do get pushed back. And we do kind of stay back a little bit too much. I want to kind of, rush up front as much as I can. Another thing to point out about this game in particular is if you kill the enemy while they have, bullets fired at you, those bullets do turn into those sort of gray, harmless wisps. They don't necessarily do anything, but it does give you indication that, they're not going to hurt you anymore. And that they're essentially bullet souls. Surprise, surprise, that sort of thing. See, die, you motherfucker. Yeah, we're right on top of him, killing him. I'm not sure what it is, what you need to do to kill him. I think if I had to guess, which we haven't done before, is I feel there's a little geometry to it. I feel, in essence, the closer you are to an enemy, the more your bullet animation gets to possibly refresh. So the closer you are going to the enemy, the more bullets they're going to take. So facing that enemy from the bottom of the screen might not be particularly great. On top of that enemy closes in a little bit together. So I feel, although it wasn't necessarily employed in this video, I think if we were dead center between both halves, focused on the one on the top, so of course we're closer to it than we were on the bottom screen, and it's also going to close in on us very quickly, hopefully dying before it actually crushes us. But I feel if we're in the perfect position, I think that's kind of what we're looking at. I mean, you don't want that. You see how it kind of draws in closer and then combines. I think that's where we want to be, and just kind of shoot the top half incessantly until it's destroyed. I think that might be like the only way, or the only way I can fathom. I can imagine. Maybe it's built to be one of those like exact sciences. Where this has to be the way, and it's kind of built with no wiggle room. If you guys are into this, if you guys are into the caravan modes and don't mind the same stage over and over, and me kind of trying to perfect it to some regard, we'll keep at it, and I'll keep posting the stuff, and maybe half-hour blocks just so they don't get too wild and long. See, that's one way we could do it to follow, but I think I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's. I don't know. I'm not sold. We did it that way. We've done it. I don't know how many times, but quite a lot of times we're gonna do that in this video, and it doesn't die at all. So something has to change. This is another sort of mini boss that I feel is a not difficult and not like super bonus pointy type thing, but a time sink. Especially when you kill one of them, the other one bounces quickly everywhere, and if nothing else, takes like 5 seconds off my clock. And those 5 seconds, when you're talking about like multipliers, and crazy bonuses that could add to that score, 5 seconds could be a long time. So where do we place for this run? Not good enough. Fourth best, fourth personal best, I have to clarify. But yeah, still, 108 million is where we want to go, or at least get that, surpass. Two minutes back on the clock. And I wish I had the balls, I guess, or tenacity to stick on that top of the level and just and really sort of gun down these guys fearlessly. I suppose there's really no harm in trying sometimes, but because you don't have to worry about the bullets if you kill them fast enough. And I guess in essence, if you're really close to everything, you're going to kill them fast. But it's a matter of, is it going to be fast enough? I do not know. I mean, we're certainly killing him before his bullets are hitting us. It's just not before he combines and attacks. And I think that's where the money is. I think that's where a good amount of points are. I think in all three mini bosses, the one that has the combining, this one, and as well as the other sort of ninja star, blue star-like guys before, these three I think are, if not the fourth, the one that kind of ends the clock and ends the stage. I think this is where all the money is, all the points are, and all the secrets are. And sadly, I don't know how to grab any of them, except for maybe the blue star guys. I know that if you kill them both at the same time, you'll get a bonus. So that's roughly probably something you need to do as well here. But yeah, when it comes to channel news, boy, what a day. I feel exceedingly lazy compared to yesterday. I made some videos, but they were all relatively short compared to the few hour-long episodes I had yesterday. So it feels like geez, I hope no one's pissed that didn't upload 5 hours of gaming. But I seriously doubt that. And we've been uploading a lot of here are the sort of blue star guys I had before. If you can kill them both at the same time, I think you do get a bonus. Didn't get it there, but I think that's probably something you want to aim towards. As well as these guys. I feel there's really something going on. Maybe you can weaken them both out. And then, use your spread shot to shoot them both out at the same time. Yes, we've been uploading all kinds of different stuff. The Steam summer sale is in full effect, and boy, some of the stuff that's on sale for the price is, hey, that's not bad. We were able to kill one of those guys and then smash a bunch else. But yeah, some of those deals are insane. You just can't ignore it. They are. Sometimes 70, 80 something percent off. The game Crimson Clover, for example. Oh shit, that's our we just beat our high score. How about that? Okay, I had no idea. So if nothing else, we at least beat our high score. And if we can do that, once a day maybe, that'd be great. But what was I saying? Yeah, Crimson Clover is like $2, if not less. I think it's $2. Probably one of the best shoot 'em you can get on Steam. And we are 30th place. Yeah, take a screenshot of that, just so we can get the date. The date's important because it's only for scores within the sort of Steam sale timing dates, I guess. But yeah, I suppose everything else now is just bonus. Maybe if we beat that high score again, we can be doubly good, doubly fine. I don't know, double fine. I don't know why that popped in my head. But yeah. A lot of great stuff. A lot of great stuff out for sale. And I have to bring up, those ridiculously stupid Steam trading cards. They almost give you games. I don't know how they're making money off this, but you collect a bunch of these stupid cards. These like little, essentially, like they're not even trading cards. They're just I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain what they are. You just get like little pictures for playing your games, and you sell them, and people buy them. Yeah, you eventually you find that there's like $3 in your Steam account, and you're like, I can buy 5 games with this, or maybe that's a little bit of exaggeration, but it's not much of an exaggeration. You can, I think at the very least I've gotten 2 or 3 games: Shooting Star, Dandy, Vector Strain, and Hurricane and Far Stray. So yeah, 4? Jesus Christ. Granted, some of them were rather cheap, but I remember the days when any video game, no matter what, was a large gray cartridge that cost like $50. It's not a terrible run there either, but we'll see. Actually, a pretty shitty run. What the fuck was I? What was I smoking? high on my own farts over here. So yes, I do apologize that we're using the same character, doing the same mode over and over and over. Do let me know. I want your feedback. I seriously do want to know. I want your honest opinion. Is this boring as fuck? Is this captivating? Should we do more of this? Should we never do this ever again? I, I'm, I'm interested to know. You know, I'm a weird person myself. I could probably watch something like this if another, YouTuber was doing this. I could probably do it, but I can totally imagine that I would be the only person on Twitch TV watching this person do this. You know, so you let me know what you guys want to do, and I'll make sure I, just think of other people besides myself when it comes to creating content. Kill this thing, you motherfucker. See what it is? I think also because we have an odd homing thing, it's going around the one that's directly in front of us and hitting that one anyway. The one on the top of the screen. As funny as that sounds. So I think if I had to dissect it, you see how we have that orange fire that's coming out the middle of our ship, and then we have the blue lasers on each side. I think what's happening, and why it's just not dying, is that our orange and red fire is hitting the bottom one, our homing lasers are hitting the top one, and it's doing a lot of damage, but it's being spread out and it's not being killed. So I think if we could focus on one of them with both of our shots, like the strategy we have of going in the middle of the screen, possibly, and just firing down that top half with both versions, with our whole shot, I think we can get away with it. I'm not certain, but I'm starting to kind of piece it together in my mind. An okay run? Question mark. Considering I don't know anymore. That's not a good run either. 6. I should probably watch these runs before I say, "Oh, well, that's great. That's a great run," or at least pay attention. But yeah, I thought I was in 30 something place, but it looks like I'm at least in 30th. So if we were to get, to make up one spot, to beat our high score once per day, I don't think we have it in the clock to get to the top spot, but we should give it an honest effort, give it a and see if we can surprise ourselves with how high we can get. If not with Yoon, or maybe with a different character. I do like using the old man. I forget his name. Setal or something like that. I forget now. But yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing it now. Of course, when they're together, they're sharing one pool of hit points, and then we're immediately obliterating it. But yeah, our primary fire is hitting the bottom one, our homing fire is hitting the top one. And I think, yeah, it's just not helping anyone out. Yeah. Fighting this guy where he bounces around in and out of screen, it certainly doesn't feel like that's the correct way to do it. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I think something's gone wrong when he's bouncing around taking precious time off the clock. Leaves me very suspicious that I don't necessarily trust what he's doing, and that there's a faster and more efficient way of doing it. Not a very good score at all. I can tell that. yeah, was that 7th or 8th best? 7th. I guessed it. I guessed it, but then also I did just play this a moment ago, so it's not that it wasn't it wasn't a true guess that I not necessarily knew. Get that green box. Those certainly will add to our final score quite well. And you can tell as you move back and forth, there are those sort of green and pink boxes off on the side that you can shoot down as well. I think it's kind of it's a mistake to forget that they're there. You do want to take down as many as there are, and there's a good possibility a lot of that stuff is hidden, like some of the hidden blocks with the green box are hidden off the screen a little bit like that. Man, now that I'm watching it again, yeah, it's definitely getting my brain juices flowing. There's got to be an easier way. We got a special bonus for killing that one at like 60,000 or something like that. 6,000? No, 60,000. And we got a special bonus for killing each of them individually. I wonder, we'll have to keep track to see if there's one that you need to kill beforehand, kill one before the other, or I don't know. There still has to be some mad science to have. Yeah, that plank that gets destroyed, that also had some secret points on it as well. So it's really a matter of getting those secret points before the plank is destroyed. I guess we're checking on this character where we place and kind of where our score is. Here we are at 26 with that one. A lower score than normal, but at a higher... And I didn't check to see. I'll have to look again to see where... Oh, there we go. I think we can place in the top 20 with a score like we have here. That 115 million with a different character. We're sticking with this one all the same, but I think I'm kind of tipping my hand. I think we're going to be trying that other character for no other reason. I think it'll be a softer field to compete with. Not that I'm a giant coward. I am to some aspects. I'm sure I am, but I do have some history with that character, and I do like that character. The sort of slow, powerful character. I'm down with that. And there is a giant gap within my score and like the top scores. And and although I have a worse score with the other character, it is higher on the rankings. So it's a bit tempting to try a little harder with that character and see where that goes. So there's one with green dots and one with red dots. Who dies first and what happens? It looks like green... Red dies first and we got a bonus. And then the green dotted one dies and we get a bonus. So is it red-green? Does it matter? I haven't really been paying attention to see what order we've been killing them in and when bonus points have been procking up. Although I should be. Hey, not bad. At least it didn't feel bad. We shall see. We shall see. What does it look like? Not bad, but under it. Alright, that's going to be it for this round. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. We'll do more of this sometime very soon.